Thank you. Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and the iHeartRadio app. It's Friday. Thank goodness. And yes, we are playing Name That Movie Cult Classic. We're playing for Alamo Drafthouse Cinema passes for you and someone you care about. There's so much we have to cover. We have to talk about what LA Metro is doing to update its technology, believe it or not. And I got into a long, protracted conversation with why Tawala Sharp did not come to the studio with any Krispy Kreme donuts. Because today is the 88th birthday of Krispy Kreme, and they're offering 88-cent donuts. And I'm thinking, I love Krispy Kreme. Stefan loves Krispy Kreme. Mark kind of likes Krispy Kreme. No, doesn't like Krispy Kreme. I knew there was some trepidation there.
No, I don't eat that stuff, but he could make it up to all of us by getting pizza.
He could have done something. But he came to the studio empty-handed, specifically no Krispy Kreme donuts, and I feel some kind of way about that.
Me too. I'll take Mark's donuts, though.
Okay. Are you going to go get some?
I wish I could.
What do you mean? You don't do anything.
Not a mission.
Like, literally, why are you Uber Eats and you're just sitting here?
Right.
I don't know what's happening, Fish.
Are you saying there's nothing you can do to help us get some Krispy Kreme on this Friday, Krispy Kreme birthday?
Tawala could, or maybe Carnisha could.
Carnisha's busy with the show.
And I can't drive.
Oh, yeah, she's a passenger princess.
Wait, what?
Wow. Ooh, that sounded disrespectful. Passenger princess.
She's self-proclaimed.
That's what she called it.
Passenger princess.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, Dale has a trans manual, and I can't drive that.
You can't drive a stick.
No.
Oh, well.
Not yet.
Well, I can't go. Somebody needs to get some donuts.
Krispy Kreme, I think they deliver.
Can someone please investigate? I would love to have a Krispy Kreme donut that I'm not supposed to eat.
Pretty please.
Or
I have
4.
no idea why you want to eat a donut.
They just taste so damn good. I will eat 4 out of a dozen without even thinking.
You can eat a box and not even think think it.
Yeah,
because it's like air.
And I'm not supposed to eat them. I know that. But
Wait, I think about it. I don't know what we're talking about. I eat it and not think about it. I'm thinking about it the entire time I'm passed out outside.
Look, I had Ed Garrigus from Wendy's was so nice to bring us a couple boxes of Krispy Kremes a few months ago.
Yeah.
I ate at least 4. At least 4. I have no business eating that. I shouldn't. There's no good reason to.
Well, you could wash it down with a healthy pizza.
No, I washed it down with water, and you mocked me for that.
For
That's
water?
right.
Yes.
No, we both drink water. I don't drink pop or anything like that.
Okay, well, it was Tawala and Stefan.
Yeah.
Because I drink water.
I definitely was heavy with the mockery.
Oh, yeah, I was too.
Well, that means you need to make it up to me and go get some Krispy Kreme donuts.
It's not too
and
late.
some water. I'm with Mark on this one. He doesn't eat Krispy Kremes, but I'll use him as some moral support.
Take his.
I feel like we haven't gotten anywhere.
Yeah, don't everyone, stand up at once and volunteer to go get some donuts.
It's Friday, for God's sakes. We need sustenance.
Please
It's a
step
long
forward.
week.
I'll come back to you in just a moment.
You come back.
And also, we have to talk about the continuing fallout regarding the Stephen Colbert announcement last night. I covered it last night. I told you about the reasoning given by Paramount, and now that more people are weighing in and we have a better perspective of what this really looks like, we're going to drill down and sift out the facts from the fiction, because there are a lot of untruths being spread out there. There are a lot of lies being told as far as the reasoning behind this announcement, saying it was purely financial. And if you look underneath the surface, there's no good financial reason for Paramount Plus to make this announcement at this time and in this way if you're concerned about finances. But if you also do it, the same week that you're meeting with the FCC to clear an $8 billion merger, then say that. Say that. But we'll get into that next hour. And, of course, Name That Movie Cult Classic. Told you for Alamo Drafthouse Cinema tickets. It's all about Superman there. Everyone's a super person at Alamo Drafthouse Cinema. And with the Man of Steel has soaring back onto the big screen with DC Studio Superman, Alamo Drafthouse Cinema has a limited time pop-up menu and exclusive merchandise to mark the occasion, including Superman Supreme Pizza with pepperoni sausage, roasted mushrooms, peppers, green olives, mozzarella, and marinara on a thick crust. Notice, Mark, they didn't say anything about black olives. They said green olives.
That's implied. Everybody loves black olives.
Smallville hot chicken wrap, where fried chicken meets Nashville hot and barbecue ranch. There's the Red Cape margarita with Blanco tequila, orange liqueur. And there's the Krypton cooler, bright blue and potentially deadly to Kryptonians, and the Kryptonite cheesecake. You can't go wrong. Also available, and we talked about these last night, don't forget to pick up a limited edition Superman popcorn bucket while supplies last. Those are a big deal, and Twala's going to buy one.
True.
How much do you think it is?
Alamo is very, very easy on the wallet.
Okay.
Alamo's not like other theaters that are trying to take you for the cost of 4 tickets and food and parking for
one bucket.
For their buckets. No, Alamo's more like, come on, it's a bucket. It's limited edition. We know. We're not trying to fleece you.
Remember when I said on Wednesday, hey, coming up on Thursday will be the Good Trouble Lives On rallies and protests all around the country. And I tried to let you know what they were and what they weren't. Well, I hate to say I'm right. Well, actually, I like saying I'm right. I just get tired of saying that I'm right. It's hard damn work being right all the time. And I was right about the Good Trouble Lives On protests. Did you see the headline in the LA Daily Mail? Hundreds protesters. Not thousands, not tens of thousands. There's supposed to be like 1,600 events all around the country. There were hundreds.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean to laugh.
Take that back.
I mean to laugh, and I'll get into it next segment because this is what happens when you have merchandising masquerading as protests, when you're trying to market protests as opposed to actually conducting and inspiring people to speak out on behalf of an issue. That's coming up next. It's Later with Mo Kelly. Thank goodness it's Friday. We're live everywhere on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI Later with Mo Kelly, live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the iHeartRadio app. Come on and join us in the video chat, the Motown video chat. Hang out with the Momigos as we talk about anything and everything. Something I talked about on Wednesday, previewing what was going to happen on Thursday. The Good Trouble Lives On rallies, and they fell flat. They did. Not surprisingly, and I told you they probably would not be well received, well attended, not all that effective. And the point I was trying to make is there's a difference between what protest is in the 21st century, in 2025, versus what it was in the 20th century, in the civil rights movement and some other protests and movements during the 20th century. The problem is today it's just a marketing tool. Let's be honest, there's money to be made in these protests. A lot of people want to be slick and be sarcastic and say, no, they're funded by George Soros. No, that's not it. They are tools to generate funds. It's not to spend money. It's to get people who are seemingly like-minded to sign up so they have your information and they can sell that information just like any other list. They can sell those lists to political candidates. They can sell it to different organizations like Act Blue. They can sell it to a number of individuals and organizations, and they can monetize it. It's not about spending money, but actually making money. Because you cannot just announce there's going to be a protest on Friday or Thursday or whatever. It doesn't work that way. It works from the bottom up, not top down. How do I know? Remember what happened with the No Kings protest, that whole day of defiance? It was supposed to set off a whole slew of activities and protests which would be coming up in the next days and weeks and months. Not a damn thing happened afterward. In fact, not a damn thing happened during it. It changed nothing. It meant absolutely nothing, with the exception of they got a lot of people's information. And that will be used during the election cycle. There was someone who benefited. It just wasn't any of the protesters. Someone got something out of it. It just wasn't the protesters. And that's why I try to keep hammering home this point. Protesting is noble in and of itself. It has a place. There is something that can be said for how it can change things, how it can change the trajectory of society. But just to say we're going to protest doesn't mean much if you don't understand how you're supposed to use it as an effective tool. Most people don't know. And so another protest has come and gone, and absolutely nothing has changed. Yes, I know you're mad. I'm mad. Everybody's mad. Everyone's unhappy at the Trump administration. How dare Donald Trump do this? Or how dare he say that? I can't stand him. We need to do something. We need to have our voices heard. We need to rise up. We need to make sure that we do this, that, and the other. It's like, well, you missed your opportunity. That bus has already left the station. That was called Election Day. That was when you're supposed to show up. That was when you're supposed to actually protest. That was when you're supposed to come out and flood the streets and let your voice be heard by way of the ballot box. Didn't you learn anything from 2016 and all the pink pea hats and all the demonstrations and the protests after Donald Trump won his first election? I remember that. I think Twala, you remember that. I know Stephen remembers that. Maybe Mark Ronner remembers that, but I'm pretty sure he does. We remember all the protests. We remember how little impact they had. And I said then, you missed your moment, 2016, because you didn't vote then. Now Donald Trump is going to do what he wants, and he elected not one, not two, but three Supreme Court justices. And now we are seeing the effects of that. Now we're seeing the legislative decisions impacted because of that. Because you missed your moment in 2016. And then when you missed your moment in 2024, no, you can't undo what has happened on the Supreme Court. But since Donald Trump was reelected, from 45 to 47 reelected, now you have Donald Trump doing whatever the hell he wants because he has both chambers of Congress. He has the Supreme Court, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it because you missed your moment. If you would have taken care of business in 2016, Donald Trump is not elected. He doesn't nominate three different Supreme Court justices. If he's not elected in 2024, he's not doing what he's doing right now and having the benefit of a Republican House, Republican Senate, and a 6-3 majority on the Supreme Court. There's no amount of protesting which is going to change a G-damn thing. Nothing. Not at all. Nothing. And I think, frankly, it's insulting to say that you want to have, good trouble lives on and steal a portion of the legacy of the late Congressman John Lewis and say we are somehow the benefactors of that, or the beneficiaries of that. We are the descendants of that you are somehow keeping his legacy alive. No. John Lewis, if he were here, he would have told you need to handle it then because you may not get a second opportunity. That was the power of the March on Washington. It was about, we have one chance to get this right. One chance. Make sure that the whole world is watching. Make sure that then President Kennedy is watching. And so Dr. King can sit down with President Kennedy and hopefully move forward on the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act. Unfortunately, sadly, tragically, terribly, President Kennedy was assassinated. And then it fell to the shoulders of LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson. You can see the video right now of John Lewis at the March on Washington on our YouTube channel. People wrongly want to take the lessons of the civil rights movement and use them now when they haven't even learned them, don't even understand them, don't fully even appreciate them. And now you have people, and I always say, I meant to say this earlier, be careful who you let speak on your behalf. Mm-hmm. And I don't know who these people are who are organizing the Good Trouble Lives On rallies across Southern California, but I think they have misappropriated or culturally appropriated John Lewis's legacy and want to tell you and me that what they're doing is somehow in the vein of John Lewis when it clearly is not. Clearly, you had 135 people out there across Southern California over 6 or 7 different protests. And let me be honest, there were no black people out there. Maybe 2.
There were about
2.5.
There were 3.
Okay.
3 or 4. But we saw unions out there.
SEIU. Yes, we did.
We saw everyone out there, even BLM.
We saw ICE.
ICE.
Yeah.
Everything was out there.
Anti-ICE.
Yeah, and it was like, is this just a bunch of different organizations that came together? Missing the entire point of protest. Protests are not about creating awareness. Protests are actually a call to action. And with no actionable item, it is a waste of time. Awareness changes nothing.
Let me just ask. I'm just going to go around the room. Pop quiz. Stefan, do you know who the president is?
I do.
Okay. Mark Rana, do you know who the president is right now?
The president of what?
Of the United States.
Oh, yes, I do, in fact.
Okay. Carnation, do you know who the president is right now?
Yes.
Okay. Tuala Sharp, do you know who the president is?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're aware of what is going on in the world in a general sense and his role, the president's role in it.
Yes.
I think that's fair to say, right? Okay, so the awareness portion doesn't have any real impact. And I think we're a nice cross-section of society. Everybody knows who the freaking president is. Everyone knows, like him or loathe him, he's a controversial person. So all of us walking out in the middle of the street to let everyone know, we're unhappy. We need to do something. Changes nothing. It helps nothing. It inspires nothing. You should have been at the polls. And I know this is California. It's not like Donald Trump was going to lose California, but this is supposed to be a national event. From coast to coast, they planned whoever they is. I have no idea who they is. 1,600 events between the West Coast and the East Coast, from sea to shining sea. 1,600 events, and none of them really well attended. What does that tell you? That means that this was created as a tool for reasons having nothing to do with the actual people who they say they're supposed to be helping organize and acting on the behest of or on the behalf of. It's frustrating because I'm a kid of the civil rights movement and I know the civil rights movement, and I don't like people trying to misappropriate or just culturally bastardize the legacy of luminaries of the civil rights movement. And when you attach John Lewis's name, and you're saying you're doing this in the memory of him, and you're doing it in the spirit of him, and you're doing it because you want certain types of change on Capitol Hill, it's like, you idiots. You have no idea what you're doing, and you're not going to accomplish this fake goal. And here's the worst part that no one will ever tell you about. You have further diluted and made even more ineffective the next protest. The next time that you say we all need to come together and walk in the streets arm in arm and sing "We Shall Overcome," Kumbaya, because it's almost like crying wolf. You've done it so many times. People have been anesthetized. People have been numb to the idea of the immediacy or so-called immediacy of protest because you've treated it so cavalierly for the purpose of marketing for political ends having nothing to do with the protest. It's Later with Mo Kelly. KFIM 640, we are live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app. We have a LA Metro update. They have new technology or something. I don't know. Maybe everyone's going to wear a bulletproof vest or something like that, or anti-shanking gear or something. Maybe they have like a bomb shelter.
Anti-shanking.
Yeah. Anti-shiv, anti-shanking, knife resistant. So you will get
It's too hot in LA to wear that.
Look, they say they have updated technology. We'll talk about what it is next. They. Unnamed they.
The infamous they.
Some people say.
Not some people.
KFI AM 640.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
I remember standing right across from me when the smelly vagrant lost his mind.
Later with Mo Kelly, live on social media, video podcast, video stream, and also audio on the iHeartRadio app. LA Metro has new technology that they're rolling out and they are celebrating. According to LA Metro, they have new technologies in payments, mapping, and digital products, which are on the way. And it says that it adds service and ridership continues to rise. This is according to LA Metro. LA Metro Fernando Dutra, the new LA County Metropolitan Transit Authority board chair, says he aims to, quote, deliver a safe and efficient world-class transit service, close quote. Slow down there. Slow down now. There's nothing world-class about LA Metro. If you've ever been on a subway in any other city in the United States, if you've been on maybe the tube in London, if you've been on a subway in any other city in the world, you would know that LA subway is not world class. But he goes on, we're planning to deliver a world-class system for generations to come. He said that Wednesday at Metro's annual State of the Agency gathering, where officials typically reflect on accomplishments and lay out new initiatives. The new improvements include your special tap card, where it's I thought they already had the tap card. I used a tap card years ago, and they're touting that as somehow new and improved, but they're saying tap to pay tech is becoming increasingly common among U.S. transit providers, intending to add convenience and forego cumbersome e-ticketing apps, vending machines, and cash. What they're basically saying is you will not have the ability to use cash for your cards going forward. Cities including Boston, Las Vegas, and Sacramento have introduced tap-to-pay technologies. I guess you can use your credit card to fill up your card, and you won't have to, have that dollar scroll into the machine anymore. They say they're also improving their digital tools. Metro intends to introduce a, quote, all-in-one app for everything Metro to keep you in the know about when your bus or train is coming. No more scavenger hunts, close quote. I got news for you. They had apps back when I was riding Metro, which would tell you the next Metro bus, the next Metro train, the location of the nearest Metro transfer. That was at least 5-6 years ago. Now, why Metro's own app didn't have that information and third-party apps did, I have no idea. Why they're just now trying to integrate that in the Metro app in 2025, I have no freaking idea. Why they're trying to pass it off as something revolutionary or something otherworldly, I have no idea. But according to Metro, all of these upgrades are aimed at setting up Metro for the city's upcoming big events. The World Cup next year, and the 2028 Summer Olympic Games. Nice of them to come into this century in advance of the World Cup and also the Olympics. This is what they had to say. The president of Metro had to say, quote, I am confident we will meet this moment because like the elite athletes will be hosting, we've been training. Oh my gosh, who wrote that? Mark, did you write that for Metro? I am confident we will meet this moment because like the elite athletes we will be hosting, we've been training.
Yeah, you know that I'm renowned for my bureaucraties and doublespeak. I never put things directly,
that's
ever.
A horrible analogy, but hey, if that's the best you could come up with, if you say that you've been training, I would say you've been losing. You've been failing. You have not been competing. You're not on the same field. You're not in the same league as other cities or other subways or transportation systems. Now, they've been heralding the opening of the new LAX/Metro Transit Center, and they say it's a project 6 decades in the making. Additions to extended train lines and the deployment of more bus priority lanes, now on more than 70 miles of streets. Have you noticed they said nothing about safety? Not a damn thing.
I was thinking about you because I was just like, I wonder if he's driven by the new billboards that are like, the new Metro for LAX is open now.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. A lot of marketing.
Yep.
And a lot of downplaying of what has been the Achilles heel of Metro, and that has to do with safety or lack thereof. That's the deal breaker. I don't care if you have more trains. This is just me personally. I don't care if you have more trains. I don't care if you have new tap to pay technology. I don't care if you have a new LAX Metro Transit Center. If the likelihood of me getting stabbed is just as high now as it was 3 months ago, all that's out the window. I just want to know if it's safe enough for me to entrust my loved ones. That's all I want, because that's all that matters. I had a real conversation with my wife a couple weeks ago. She was saying, hey, I want to try out this subway line and see how close it gets me to the airport.
That's right.
Stefan, you know exactly where I live.
Yep.
I'm not far from the airport.
Very close.
Okay? So it's something that we would reasonably conceive of using if we're going out of town, like when we're going out on vacation next month, as opposed to driving to the airport or having someone drive us. Could we take the metro and safely get to the airport? This is what my wife told me. She, against my wishes, I said, please don't do this. This is an actual true story. I said, I would feel better if you didn't. She decided on a Sunday to take the metro and go to LAX. She said to me, it was not a good idea, and I felt unsafe.
Wow.
She did it against my wish. This is a true story.
She had the
Against it.
nerve to defy you.
So that was her verbatim?
Verbatim.
Wow.
And she threw in some other things because she also said coming back, she just felt like I was very exposed, and if something were to happen to me, I didn't have any recourse. Yeah, and I said, well, why do you think I said not to do it? Why? I don't even do it, and I'm a grown ass man. Why would I, in good conscience, say you go ahead and do it? I tell you, it's a lot of work being right all the damn time.
So you told her no.
I told her
not
no.
told her no, but you told her I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea, thinking that would have been enough. And anyone who's been married knows that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I can't believe she ignored the man of the house. That's just insane.
I am not the man of the house. I'm a guy who lives there.
Oh, okay.
I pay the mortgage.
Just
That's
checking.
it.
My
That's
mistake.
it. You haven't been in my house, but Stephen, you've been in my house. Everything you've seen in my house, with the exception of the 80-inch TV, is her.
And Riley and Benson?
Well, I got to name Riley and Benson. That's about it.
Oh, okay.
Everything you saw in that house was her decision. Everything. From the flooring to the furniture to the paint on the walls to the plates and dishes in
Couches.
the cabinet, everything.
And that's how you make a house a home.
No, that keeps me. That keeps me sane. Okay, if I let her have that, look.
Let.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Let.
Yeah.
If because there are days I come home, it's like, oh, okay. She changed everything in the backyard. She moved all the furniture out. She got new furniture. Everything just changes on a whim. Everything is subject to change without notice. And when the let comes in, Mark is, I just don't say anything.
I see. Okay.
You just continue on your way, get a Jack Daniels, and
Any man who's been married knows what I'm talking about. Not every argument is worth having.
No, I'm sure she's extremely grateful of all that you let her do.
Yes. Yes. Because for as much mortgage as I pay, it's let. It's let. I have no say in that house. None.
I love that this is happening the day after the anniversary.
Wait. There was a day I came home and she had remodeled the master bedroom closet. I didn't even know what was happening. I came home and I had less closet than when I left the house.
Is that your new room now, Ma?
It might be tonight.
No, I'm talking about the master bedroom.
Yeah, the closet. Is that your new room
Might
now?
as well be.
Yeah, okay.
Might as well be.
Okay, I know we gotta go to break. So she restructured it. So
She restructured, put in shelves and like doubled up on the
A cot.
what is the bar for the hangers and everything?
oh
whatever it's called.
yeah, for that, where you hang the clothes.
Yeah, so we had much more space in that, but she needed more room for her shoes, and so it's not half and half in that closet. I got about maybe 23.7% of the closet,
It's like-
and the shelves are set up in a way like I don't have 45,000 pairs of shoes, so I don't need shelves.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you wear the same thing every day. You don't need the room.
That
I'm
was her
sure that's what
reasoning.
she thought.
Correct. Correct. And that's what she threw up in my face. It's like, you don't need that much room for your clothes. Can I at least have a say? Can we at least have a vote in Congress?
No.
Can you at least put it on the floor for discussion and debate?
That's a big negatory.
KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app. What is the song? Love and marriage, love and marriage.
Keep digging, buddy.
Go together like a horse and carriage.
Pretty soon there will be a video of you on the Jumbotron at a Coldplay concert.
Well done.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
KFI, Mr. Mo Kelly here. We're live everywhere on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and iHeartRadio app. And just a couple of things. Yes, we're still holding out against hope, trying to get Eddie Murphy on this show. Melanie Matson in the chat, in the Mo Migos Motown chat, says, Mo, you're beating a dead horse. Give it up on Eddie. It's like, well, I mean this respectfully, Melanie. I'm not going to give up. People who don't give up in this business get good interviews. I've been told no dozens of times by top guests, and eventually they come around. It may not be that time. It might be next year. It might be 2-3 years. We talk all the time where it took years to get a person like John Ratzenberger on the show. We were promised we were going to get him when we were at Comic-Con, and he didn't come on until 4 or 5 years later. So no, you don't give up. You just continue to be persistent. It may not be this time. It may be next time, but that's something that I will never do. Never, never, never. Today is a doubly good day. There is the 88th anniversary of Krispy Kreme, and there's also National Ice Cream Day. I don't know which I like more.
What is happening?
Burger King. Royal Perks members, get the app, get a free soft serve with the purchase of $1 or more. It's as far as ice cream. Baskin Robbins, get $5 off orders of $20 or more that are placed through third-party delivery. Cold Stone is serving up delicious deals all week to celebrate National Ice Cream Month. Dippin' Dots, get a free mini cup of Dippin' Dots during a 2-hour window at participating locations. Wow, that's kind of narrow. 2-hour window? I do love Dippin' Dots, though. Dairy Queen, get a free dilly bar with any order of $1 or more placed through the DQ app or website. Always got to give up your information. Petco, get a free ice cream pup cup in store. My dogs love those. Wendy's, get a free small Frosty with any purchase through the Wendy's app. Dunkin' Rewards members can earn 3 times points on all frozen beverages, plus a medium Dunkin' refresher for just $3. Krispy Kreme, they are offering the original glazed donuts, my favorite, for 88 cents with the purchase of any other dozen at regular prices. And it's also currently selling the DC Superheroes collection. Of course, because of Superman, which is at the top of the box office. They have a Batman donut, has cookies and cream filling, and features the bat signal against the background of black icing. Now, that sounds kind of good.
Yes, please.
A Wonder Woman donut, which is an original glaze with red raspberry flavored icing, blue sprinkles, and white stars. And Krispy Kreme also has summer beverages, including lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink, and s'mores lattes. Yeah, I'm very hungry now, and I was telling Tawala he was getting ready to order the Krispy Kremes, and I'm saying, like, don't do that. Don't do that, because it's just going to... I have been very, very disciplined this week with my diet, and it's something I am serious about, is because, I don't need all that extra sugar, even though I like it. I haven't had a drink since 4th of July.
What?
Yeah, I'm trying to be good, especially up until at least I go on my vacation, where I'm probably not going to be.
Oh, that's why.
Diet restricted.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
That
was
makes a
very
lot of sense.
depressed when I had the app out. I'm ordering ready.
True story.
How many do you want, the superhero or do you want the regular? Well, you want the regular and
True
the
story.
superhero. He was like, don't, no. Oh my God, no, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do that.
Because I'm being serious. I'll eat 4, and then I will be mad at myself because I would have just effed off all the good work I did with my diet this week.
And seriously, it's no joke. You can eat 4. It doesn't even feel like you had 1.
Not at all.
Down. You can eat them so easily. It's crazy.
And we're speaking from experience.
Yeah.
Right now, my teeth hurt. thinking about all of that.
Oh, yeah.
4 of those.
But at the time, it was all worth it. And then I go home and I'm like regretful, having second thoughts, buyer's remorse.
But see, now that the fair is here, I would go down there and eat one of their Krispy Kreme fried chicken sandwiches, which is the Krispy Kreme donuts on the fried chicken sandwich, deep dunked in batter and then refried with the Frank's hot sauce or whatever.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
no. Thank you for killing that. I now I really have no desire to have a Krispy Kreme.
Do they have those heart paddles right there where you buy it?
Sure do. No, they have to. They got to have a defibrillator somewhere.
Yeah.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
KFI and KOST HD2, Los Angeles, Orange County. More stimulating talk.